Good evening, everyone. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable knowledge seekers, today I am your host for the evening. My name is Hirani Sakta Chaudhuri and I am from Bangladesh. Dear knowledge seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. IGP, a non-profit organization, is a social and ISO certified international training institute. In 3 years, we are already served 3 million knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 250 plus professions and 4,500 organizations. Institute of Global Professional (IGP) and ISO 9001, 2015, and 10002 and 2018 is the training faculty for skill development, which was founded in 2020 and is generating component candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualifications. The Institute of Global Professional is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized and reputable. We serve students and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it is not effective in this one's skills, just acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, and internationally to students, job seekers, job holders, and also for learners through respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institution. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product. It is a part of our human rights based on our vision, and we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminars, courses, awards, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling years. On the other side, we are also trying to serve more than 100 premium services for free, like create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and wall knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game website, free courses, converter search, and many, many more. We help to empower youth to learn to meet their expectations and dreams and become highly skilled people. We implement several trainings, programs, webinars, and offline online courses for youth and learners by professional trainers, speakers, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. To ensure excellent and in-depth instruction, we are arranged with qualified trainers, speakers, and instructors. We extend free services to more than 3 million knowledge seekers in the last 3 years. We have affiliations with universities and organizations in 70 different countries. Virtual mock signing with many colleges and organizations have been accomplished. We are working to create a legendary generation of future scholars and citizens who will be accountable. We are constantly prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable service. Spreading knowledge is a crucial for the Institute of Global Professional. We believe that knowledge is a love and light vision. We try to understand the needs of today's generation and we serve them with good research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learner. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective, best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill levels and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind you, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friends in the comment box. Before we move to the next, let me remind you, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your face in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Moving to the next, moving your continuous support, we already completed 1,211 webinars successfully. At present, we are going to start 1,212 and our program name is Building a Strong Partnership in Education Strategies for Success. And today we have our speaker, and our speaker name is Dr. Percival A. Capitulo. He's from Philippines. Before I hand over this test to our sir, want to share a very little about our speaker. He is Education Program Supervisor, School Government and Operation Division (CGOD), Department of Education, School Division of Angel City. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Hello, sir.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening. Good
Uh,
evening to
so,
our global audience.
so how are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you, ma'am?
I'm also fine, ma'am, sir. Uh, Sir, on behalf of IGP Knowledge Seekers, wants to hear from you about you, sir.
Come again, ma'am.
Okay. On behalf of IGP Knowledge Seekers, wants to hear from you about you, sir. Please give some description about
Okay.
yourself.
Okay. So I'm Dr. Percival Y. Capitulo from the Philippines. I am currently the Education Program Supervisor of the School Governance and Operations Division, DepEd, and Schools Division of Angeles City. Before I became um, an education program supervisor, I was once an OIC assistant school principal at Rafael L. Lazatin Memorial High School. Also, I was once a teacher from a public school here in the city. Before I transferred in the public schools, I served as a college instructor at a university, a private university here in our place. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am, sir. Thank you. Now the stage is yours. You can start your presentation. I shared.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Welcome.
Hello. So, good evening to all our global audience, to our global participants here in the platform. So, my work is actually as an education program supervisor of the School Governance and Operations Division, and part of my KRA, or key result area, or duties and responsibilities, is actually partnership and donors and advocacy. So this specific topic is actually what I do, no, in the schools division of Angeles City. So this is just to share with you, no, how partnership affects education in the holistic aspect of improving our educational system, not just in the Philippines, but in the whole world. So my topic is building strong partnership in education, strategies for success. So I would just like to acknowledge the following individuals, and my respect and special greetings, of course, to the Institute of Global Professionals and Dr. Kaushik Datta, Director and Founder of IGP, of course, to our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Irene P. Tamayo, of course, to our ESCO Chief, Dr. Edgar L. Manabat, to our, of course, to Dr. Narciso L. Ambrosio, also, my special thanks to him, the SDO Angeles City family, my ESCOD family, and my family, the Capitulo family. So these are the objectives for tonight's session. So this session aims, and these are just actually very basic. This session aims to explain partnership building in education, explain the role of partnership building in education, and we will also cite best practices and strategies for to build strong partnerships in schools. So let me start. So let me just have a definition of partnership in with regards to business, because partnership is uh, commonly used in business. So, partnerships are a business relationship between two or more individuals who share the profits and losses of a joint enterprise. They can take different forms, such as general partnership, limited partnership, and limited liability partnership, and are governed by a partnership agreement that outlines the rights and responsibilities of each partner. So, partnership with regard to business, it could include resources, money, property, maybe labor or skill. No, it can be flexible for both parties and effective. It is actually proven effective in running a specific business. However, it is also important to point out that partners in business or business partnership should have a clear understanding of each party's roles and or obligations, and to manage conflict effectively and ensure the success of partnership. So, of course, we are in the education field. We are actually educators. Some of us are teachers, some of us are school heads, school principals, some of us are head teachers, um, supervisors. Let us take partnership into the light, into the eyes and lenses of education. So, education partnership is a collaboration between different stakeholders. So we call them stakeholders in the education sector to achieve a common goal and to improve educational outcomes. So the very reason why we do partnership in education is improve the overall educational outcomes and the holistic development of our learners. It involves sharing resources, expertise, and experience to create programs and initiatives that supports students, teachers, and the community as well. It can help to address challenges and enhance opportunities and improve the quality of education. So, who are the possible stakeholders here? I'm going to mention a few, but we will going to deeply discuss them later as we go on with our session. So, they can also be schools. They can also be government agencies, non-government organizations, or businesses. Um, and others that which can help enhance the opportunities and to improve the quality of education that we have in our respective schools, whether here in the Philippines or worldwide. So all in all, we can say that we do partnership in education because we want to address specific problems in our schools or institutions. Of course, to better serve our learners. Next. So, why do we need to do or why do we need education partners in education? Now, these are some of the current issues and problems that we are facing in nowadays in education. The first one is technological advancement. So, technology is actually fast paced today, no? It is actually gearing towards improvement and innovations almost yearly. The integration of technology into education is increasingly becoming a priority for many countries. This had led to the development of new and innovative education tools and resources, but also presents new challenges such as the digital divide and the issues related to data privacy and security. So why do we need education partners with regards to technological advancement? Because there are schools generally, not just in Southeast Asia but all around the world, that lacks equipment, technological equipment, computers, digital classrooms. This actually becomes a problem to us. There are some students all around the world that haven't had any experience using a computer. The future of education, as in relation to the Revolution 4.0, the point of focus of IR 4.0 is to focus on technology and automation. So there is actually a need to have partnership with specific organizations to help us improve our facilities, or have at least computers and decent internet providers in our respective schools and institution. The next is equity and access. Despite the progress of some areas in our specific countries, education remains inaccessible to many children, particularly those from marginalized communities. Addressing inequities in access to education is a priority for many government organizations. There are still areas all around the world, uh, most especially far-flung areas, those areas who are, or those people who are in mountains and hard to reach uh, areas. So sometimes they do not have access to education. We also have last mile schools. Our last mile schools, sometimes they do not have any electricity. Sometimes they have makeshift classrooms. Sometimes they do not have uh, the money to fund their specific operations and management within their school. So there is actually a need for us to look for possible partners to help us improve the quality of education that the students are experiencing with regards to those marginalized communities and those who are in last mile schools. Next is teacher shortage. In many countries, there is a shortage of qualified teachers, particularly in the subject areas of math, science, technology. This is a major challenge for many schools and is actually affecting the quality education for students. There are also specific teachers maybe who really does not teach their field of specialization. We actually call them out of field teachers. No, there is a need for us to train or give scholarships maybe, for these teachers, and that is where partnership enters, into the scene. Again, these are specific issues and challenges, some of the specific issues and challenges that we are currently facing in our educational system all around the world. Also, we have the mental health and well-being of our learners. As you all know, we are still in the COVID-19 pandemic, and when it was heightened, awareness of the importance of mental health and well-being in the educational environment, this had led to increased attention on the need for schools to provide resources for mental health and well-being of not just for students but for teachers as well, and the entire non-teaching staff. We can actually look for specific maybe speakers who can share information and education and communication, or IEC, to our learners for them to manage mental health and well-being being in the school. wherein we still have the threat of the COVID-19. Also, we can also look for partners, for donors of maybe alcohol or face mask to specific schools. Next is career readiness. One of the aim of education is to um, develop our learners to be career ready, but preparing students for the workforce and helping them to develop the skills they need for the future is actually becoming an increasing important focus for many educators. For example, we have here in the Philippines the work immersion program. Work immersion is a program of the Department of Education, wherein we send students, grade 12 students, to specific partner industries, and for them to be able to observe and experience the industry that they have enrolled in. So, for example, if they are students in the technical vocation and livelihood track, they for those cookery students, they are being deployed to specific restaurants or fast food chains, no, and we have to uh, look for specific partner industries where we can actually deploy our learners in the senior high school. So these are just some of the reasons why do we need education partners. So these are just some of the reasons. So as we go through our discussion or our session for tonight, let me now define partnership building in education. So partnership building in education is the process of establishing and nurturing mutually beneficial relationship between different stakeholders to achieve a common goal and improve educational outcomes. It involves identifying potential partners, establishing goals and objectives. This is very important. You have to establish first your goals and objectives, communicating effectively, and building trust and commitment. So basically, we do partnership in education because our ultimate goal is to create a supportive and collaborative environment that allows partners to contribute and to benefit from the partnership, leading to the improvement of the educational experiences and outcomes of our learners. So we do education partnership. We build partnerships in education because we would like to improve the quality of education that we give our learners or our students. So who will benefit in this partnership? So there are many benefit of partnerships in education and serve and the several stakeholders can benefit, including first, of course, our learners. Students benefit from partnership in education by having access to a wider range of resources, just like what I have mentioned a while ago. Those those education partners who can, for example, donate computers to a specific schools, no, which can give ICT experiences and computer experiences to our learners, no, and improve their skills with regards to the use of these technologically advanced computers and opportunities which can help support their learning and development. We can also uh, get scholarships for them. We can also have capacity buildings, trainings for our learners with regard to, for example, leadership programs. Also, we can actually have trainings for them with regard to mental health and well-being. We can also get uh, assistance with regard to school materials and toys and etc. So these are just some of the benefits of learners when we do partnerships in our specific schools and institutions. Next, of course, teachers. Teachers can benefit from partnership in education by having access to professional development um, opportunities, resources, and supports which can help to improve their teaching skills and effectiveness. A while ago, I was talking um, about one of our problems or issues in education, which is a teacher shortage, which is um, there are some teachers who actually teach subject matter that they do not specialize from. So we can actually get scholarships, capacity buildings for them, of course, short courses, and also teaching materials. So if we are getting, for example, these specific scholarships, capacity buildings, which we are now helping them improve their teaching in general, who will benefit again, uh, both the teacher and the learner. Of course, next is schools. Schools can benefit from partnership in education by having access to additional resources, expertise, and experiences that can help to support students' learning and address the challenges facing education today. So, schools can have additional resources like computer laboratories when specific company donates computers, or science equipment, science laboratories. One of our education partners here in the schools division of Angeles City actually donated a robotics room with robotics equipment that our learners can use with regard to their robotics classes and the computer classrooms. We can also get uh, other sports equipment, for example, or other play venue, which is actually beneficial to the holistic development of our learners. Next, communities. So communities can benefit from partnership in education by having access to better educational opportunities and resources, which can help to improve the overall quality of life in the community. So, school partnerships can encourage greater community involvement in education and foster a sense of shared responsibility for students' success. So, some of our schools are situated in a specific community. If we are going to have an improved school facilities, uh, the future learners or the future children in that specific community can benefit, not to having these additional resources in their school. Also, businesses can benefit from partnership. Why? Um, by being able to contribute to the education by collaboratively, um, uh, including collaboratively, um, communicating with the school. No, it helps develop future workers, and having access to a well educated workforce. If we are going to produce um, if we are going to give quality education to our to our learners, we are actually producing quality students also, which can be the future of our um, workforce. Next, of course, government agencies can benefit from partnership in education by being able to work with school and other organization to provide resources and support that can help to improve educational outcomes and address the challenges facing the education today. So, all of these specific um, uh, students, teachers, schools, community, and the government agency of we can actually improve the quality of education that we give to our learners. Overall, partnership in education can help to create a more collaborative, effective, and sustainable education system that benefits all stakeholders and leads to the improvement of the educational goals outcomes for students. Next, what is the role of building partnership in education? So we are done with the definition and the issues surrounding partnership. Why do we do partnership in the educational system? Now we go to our next topic, which is the role of building partnership in education. First role is to improve students' outcome. So partnership can bring together resources and expertise from different organizations to support students' learning and well-being. Next is fostering collaboration. Partnership can facilitate collaboration and communication between schools, educators, and other stakeholders to address a common goals or challenge or problem within their specific institution. Next, we have provide professional development of and opportunities. Partnership can offer educators and staff opportunities for professional growth, just what I have mentioned a while ago, including access to trainings, mentoring programs, and other resources. We can also, again, get scholarships and short courses for our teaching and non teaching staff. Next, enhance resources. Partnership can bring additional resources and funding to support educational initiatives and programs. So we can actually expect improvement of facilities with regard to having these specific education partners. Next, increase community involvement. So when we do partnership, we are actually targeting community stakeholders and community partners. So who are these community stakeholders? Our local government unit, our certain businesses within the locality, or maybe outside of the city or in the provincial area. No, increasing partnership can engage community in supporting education and promoting a culture of learning. Next, integrating technology and innovation. Partnership can facilitate the integration of technology and innovative practices into classroom to enhance learning experiences. So we are actually fostering technology and innovation in the classroom with regards to having education partners who serves as lecturers, for example, in a specific seminars or capacity building, not just to our learners, but to, of course, to our teachers. Addressing challenges facing school and communities. So partnership can work together to address issues such as poverty, inequality, and other social and economic challenges that affects student success. So all of this and many more actually is the role of partnership building in education. So, what are the at least principles of partnership? We have shared goals and objectives. Partnerships are most effective when all of the goals and objectives of partnership and work together to achieve them. So, we do partnership because we know that when we educate our children, it is not just our role as educators, it is the part of the community. So we are actually encouraging the sense of shared responsibility in educating our students. Next, trust and mutual respect. Trust and mutual respect are critical components of any successful partnership. Partners may be willing to communicate openly, be transparent, and treat each other with respect. When both trust and they have mutual respect with one another, and it is present in the partnership, it actually creates positive and productive working environment that allows partnership to achieve its goals, and these goals are actually thriving. It actually um, evolves into a more enhanced partnership between the school and the community partner. Next, it actually creates clear roles and responsibility. It is important for partners to have clear roles and responsibility within the partnership to ensure that everyone is working effectively towards the same goal. So, um, it is a must that both parties in the agreement, in the mutual agreement and of the partnership, no, uh, they have a clear role of their duties and obligations as well as their specific contribution in the partnership. By doing so, we're actually targeting the success and targeting and solving the problem of this specific uh, partner in partner engagement. Next, so another principle is flexibility and adaptability. So partnership are dynamic and may change over time. It is actually important for partners to be flexible and adaptive and be willing to adjust their strategies and approaches as needed to ensure the success of the partnership. So in the middle of partnership, sometimes we can conduct initial assessment and evaluation. If the target and objectives are met during the implementation of the partnership engagement. If not, there should be at least um, what do you call this one? Adjustment. Adjustment in the partnership so that we can actually target what is being targeted and what is being the source of the problem. Evaluation and continuous improvement. Regularly evaluating partnership and making changes to improve its effectiveness is critical for long-term success. Partnerships should be willing to continuously evaluate and adjust their strategies to ensure partnership remains effective and relevant both to to the school and the education partner. Next, Next partnership skill is, of course, communication. Effective communication is a critical skill in partnership building. Partners must be able to communicate clearly and to actively listen and respond to the feedback in order to build strong relationships and work together effectively. Communication is important in partnership because it helps to ensure that everyone is on the same page and working towards the same goal. Good communication can actually help to avoid misunderstanding, conflicts, and disputes, which can harm partnerships and its success. Next, collaboration is essential for the success of any partnership. So it must be able to work together, share ideas, and find common ground to achieve shared goals. So it helps partners to achieve effectively and efficiently by leveraging the unique strength and resources of each partner. So collaboration is in the essence using the strength of both partners to be able to achieve their specific objectives. Next, negotiation. Good negotiation skills are important in partnership building as partners must be able to reach agreement on the key issues, allocating or allocate resources and resolve conflicts in a constructive manner. Good negotiation is important in partnership because it helps to ensure that each partner's interests and needs are taken into account and that agreement and decisions are reached in a fair, mutually beneficial manner. Next, problem solving. It requires both partner to be able to identify and solve problems together as we do our evaluation and initial assessment of the ongoing program or advocacy of our partnership. We need to identify where the problem are stemming out, and to creatively think of a specific solution for it, and consider different perspective and find solutions that are in the best interest of all partners. Of course, one of the partnership skills is leadership. So uh, schools or each parties effective leadership is essential for the success of any partnership. Leaders must be able to motivate and inspire partners, set a positive tone for the partnership, and ensure that all partners are working together through the shared goals. Next, adaptability. Partnership are dynamic and may change over time. It is actually important for partners to be flexible and adaptable and willing to adjust their strategies and approaches as needed to ensure the success of the partnership. So those are the partnership skills that you need to build, for you to be able to achieve your goal in building partnership with the community and other businesses as well. So these are just some of the best practice and steps in partnership building. So we have used acrostics. So it is partners. So we start with the letter P for partners. Unit 2, profiling and assessment of needs and gaps. So we are actually using this in our schools division for us to be able to build effective partnership advocacy programs that would help us get more um, education partners to help us in our goal to give quality education to our students. A, aligned with education goals. R, resource generation and mobilization. T, taking on the partnership. N, networking and partnership. Networking and partners into convergence for the community. E, establish shared ownership of partnership. E, recognizing and celebrating partnership. And S, sustaining the partnership. So we are going to discuss each. So we start with P, profiling and assessment of needs and gaps. So you do not just go out and look for specific education partners. You give letters. No, you should at least start with this one. You should actually profile first. No, profile information or profiling is information is used to identify potential areas for collaboration and to determine what support or resources may be required for a successful partnership. Assessment and needs or assessment of needs and gaps in partnership building helps to identify specific needs and requirements of partners and to identify any areas for support of resources that may be lacking in your respective schools. This information can then be used to design and implement effective strategies for building and maintaining successful partnership in education. So you need to have first assessment of needs. You need to look for the specific needs of the school, or you have to identify the gap. For example, the needs of the school is about infrastructure, so you actually include what is there to be improved in the school, or the need of the school is, for example, is about learner and teacher development. So you identify what are the needs of those teachers and learners with regard to the improvement, no, of the teaching and learning process in general. So it may be infrastructure, it may be in the form of teaching and or learner support. It may be with regard to um, improvement of the school, no. So next, in education, potential partners can include a wide range of organization and institution. So these are actually one step of profiling your target potential partners. They are schools and educational institutions, non-profit organizations, government agencies, businesses and corporations, community groups and organizations, teachers and educators, parents and families, or the PTA, the Parent Teacher Association, students, universities and higher education institutions, philanthropic organizations and foundations, museums, libraries, and other cultural organizations. One of the best practice that we do in the schools division of Angeles City is we actually build our potential donors and partner database. So we have a specific inventory of potential partners. So we actually do code numbers, the name of the donor or the name of the institution or the name of the company, the contact person, the contact number, the address, the type of business, what is their specific advocacy. So we can actually include, no, and build your potential donors and partner database. Also, you can create your specific partnership team, partnership committee, where you can actually do assessment, your needs assessment, your identifying gaps, and building your potential partner database. Next is the letter A for partners, align with the educational goals. So this is very important. So after identifying your specific goals, your specific needs or assessment of needs, or after identifying your gaps or your specific problems in your institution, you should now align the goals and objectives of partnership building in your specific program or project in the specific context. So it includes improving student learning outcomes and academic achievement, providing access to resources and opportunities that may otherwise be available, increasing engagement and involvement of families, community members, and other stakeholders in education, fostering innovation and creativity in education. So you align those specific assessment of needs, you align those specific gaps, your profiled potential donors to your goals and objectives of your partnership. You can also actually make use of an advocacy program that would help you actually create or or create a more convincing advocacy uh, program that would actually target specific partners that are interested to help you improve your specific problems in school. Enhance teacher professional development and support, strengthening the overall educational system and infrastructure, providing support for an underserved and disadvantaged population, improving the quality and effectiveness of educational programs and services, sharing knowledge, expertise, and best practices, building community and fostering collaboration among educators, organizations, and stakeholders. Next is resource generation and mobilization. So, um, resource mobilization in partnership is more or less gearing towards um, allocating specific resources that would actually support the goals of the partnership, wherein you actually negotiate with specific partners on what is to be expected and what are the resources that they have and that you need for them to realign them in your specific partnership advocacy. Next, taking on the partnership can be formal or informal or even unspoken, as as long as they include people or groups working together. When two parties come together for common good or to enhance students' learning, we call this an education partnership. So you can write, for example, letters to specific partners. You can have also um, specific partnership meetings with them. You can schedule for a partnership meeting. You can do specific um, advocacy materials. You can actually use advocacy kit wherein you have your letter, your partnership proposal, and your handouts that would help them understand your specific needs. Next, networking and partners. Networking the partners into convergence for the community. So, networking partners into convergence for the community refers to the process of bringing together multiple partners and stakeholders to work together towards a common goal or objectives, specifically within the context of the community. This involves establishing relationship, building trust, fostering communication among partners in order to align their efforts and resources to achieve a common outcome. Next, establishing shared ownership of partnership. This actually involves for example, they have accepted the advocacy and they would like to help and be partner in your institution. It would actually promote shared ownership of the partnership. This would actually help them um, do more, give more in your institution so that you can actually achieve more of the educational outcomes and goals that you have targeted. So, establishing shared ownership of partnership refers to the process of ensuring that all partners are involved in the partnership, have a shared understanding of the goals and objectives and outcomes of the partnership, as well as shared sense of responsibility for its success. This involves creating a culture of collaboration, trust, mutual respect among partners, as well as clear communication and decision making process. Next, recognizing and celebrating partners. So acknowledges acknowledges achievement, awards and recognition provide an opportunity to acknowledge the hard work and dedication and achievement of partners and to celebrate the impact of the partnership on the educational system. It also builds morale when you award and give recognition to the contribution of your partner or education partner in the fulfillment of your goals and objective. So it can actually boost and increase motivation among partners as well as reinforce the importance of their work and the impact of the partnership. Next, sustaining the partnership. So, sustaining the partnership involves maintaining and strengthening the partnership over time, ensuring that it continues to achieve its goals and have a positive impact. Sustaining a partnership requires ongoing effort and commitment from all partners. So, being able to be in a partnership with a specific organization or government agency is not a one shot deal only. So, you should have to sustain it, for you to be able to at least have a long-term partnership and long-term improvement of your specific goals and objectives on the student outcomes that you are actually improving. And then lastly, I would like to share with you this proverb, African proverb: it takes a village to educate a child. This phrase, it takes a village to educate a child, means that it takes a collective effort from the community of individuals to provide a child with a comprehensive education. The idea is that no single person, such as teachers or parents, can provide a child with the support and resources they need to succeed in life. It actually takes a collective effort coming from the community stakeholders, the parents, the local government unit, and all that is actually involved in the overall holistic development of our learners. So, um, I think that is my last slide. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you for listening. I hope that I have shared something uh, with you and you have learned from my session the idea of building partnership in the educational institutions and the educational system to improve the quality of education that we give to our learners. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which is our only intention, learn and grow together. Once again, thank you so much, sir, for your presentation. Now, sir, it's time for our question answer session, which is one more valuable part of our regular webinars. Honorable sir, please stay with us. After a short video, we'll be back in our session part two, which is the question answer part. Okay, sir?
Thank you.
Okay. Dear IGP knowledge speaker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a winner certification and online course completion. The short video will be back, so please stay with us and enjoy our question answer session. Welcome back, everyone. Now it's time for our question answer session. Let's welcome back our speaker. Hello, sir.
Hello, hello again. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Uh, Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear participant, we are waiting for your questions. So please, if you have any question, you can ask. Our speaker will answer those questions. We encourage everyone to ask your question. Rigi, any comment that congratulations, very informative discussion from our speaker. Uh, then next comment is question from Narch. How effective partnership in building network and linkages?
Okay, thank you so much for that question, Sir Ambrosio. Partnership building is effective. It is actually a proven effective tool for us to be able to um, improve, for example, school facilities. It is actually proven effective with regards to specific. If we can um, invite or have a partnership with different academic institution to give, for example, free trainings to our teachers and learners. Is actually proven effective also in getting donations of coming from uh, companies that would like to donate additional resources that the school needs, most especially, ma'am, to those last mile schools or those in the marginalized areas. They they actually give um, additional resources for our learners to use and to further achieve and improve the learning outcomes of our institution. Uh, at the very end, I think you would agree, ma'am, that the very goal of education is to give quality education to our learners. We do actually agree that sometimes governments cannot give all of the needs of our learners. That is why I would like to reiterate at the last part of my presentation that it takes the village to educate our children. It takes a collective effort for our children to have a holistic development, not just coming from our government institutions, our school institutions, but of course, no, it should be hand in hand together with our community, to the stakeholders, community stakeholders, starting from the PTA up to some agencies that we can actually tap and and ask for additional help for our learners.
Thank you, sir. Then next question from thank, next question from Facebook user. How can schools and educators effectively communicate and collaborate with community partners to ensure that their partnership are productive, beneficial, and successful for all involved.
As I've mentioned a while ago, we should start with planning first. And how do you plan it? You have to have your assessment of needs in your school. What are your needs? Identify your gaps. Is it through infrastructure? Is it through teachers and learner support? Is it through trainings? Is it through um, uh, donations of specific equipment? And then after doing that, you need to plan an effective advocacy. You can actually create an advocacy program for it to be able to easily relay what do you need, what you need in your specific school. You can actually do advocacy materials such as partnership proposals. You can do advocacy materials such as banners, or it may be through a letter, so that it can be easily communicated to our community stakeholders. And through our communication, we are able to give the reason why do we do partnership. And at the end of the day, again, our motivation is our students. It is proven beneficial, uh, of course, to our students based on our objectives and how we package it through advocacy programs. So that is just an advice for those who would like to try uh, partnership building in your own respective school. Try to be creative as possible. Those are just suggestions. It can be through, again, advocacy programs. It can be through the different channels. It can be through a letter. It can be through a partnership meeting, and afterwards you still need to have an agreement. It can be in the form of memorandum of agreement or memorandum of understanding that you are going to be taking part of the solution, and at least being able to target what is really needed for the schools to be able to continue giving quality education to our learners. Thank you.
Thank you. Then next question from Michelle. What is the limitation in building partnership in education?
For me personally, as long as there are arising needs coming from different schools or from different organizations, you cannot limit yourself in helping our learners, helping them to achieve holistic development through education partnership. As long as there is a need in your own institution, ma'am, with regards to um, need of infrastructure, need of teaching and learning support. Uh, you can do partnership any time of the year. Thank you.
Sorry. Next question from Ricky. Any advice on how we can sustain our education partners?
A piece of advice may be at the end of the partnership, you can actually do an assessment and try to check whether the partnership has been effective, and then present it to the stakeholder. And then afterwards, we have to give awards and recognition in their effort to help our institution. The keyword here is to give recognition in their efforts of building strong partnership and building a strong teaching and learning process in your specific school, it would actually motivate them to sustain partnership with you, my dear global participants and audiences. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I think we covered most of the question. Once again, thank you so much, Honorable Sir, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topics. It will add some value to our day-to activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable Sir, hope to see you again with a new topic and
Thank
a
you.
new day. Thank you
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, IGP, for having me.
and take care.
Thank you.
Uh, Honorable Sir, before you move to the next webinar certification process, if you want to leave this studio, you can, sir. Okay, thank you. Or IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we'll start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. After short video, we'll be back again. So please stay with us. Dear IGP Knowledge Seekers, time for our certification process. Today, our program name is Building Strong Partnership in Education Strategies for Success. And the code is IGP 5026. And the code is 5026. Without code, no one is eligible for certificate. With code, you can claim your certificates anyway. How to claim an e certificate? First, you have to go www.eduigp.com. Then you have to click sign in. Then log in if you already have an account, or create a new account if you are new. Once you logged in, click free webinars and select the webinar title. And today our webinar title is building a strong partnership in education as strategies for success. And type the code in your certificate code box. And today our code is IGP5026. Click get your certificate, then it is auto downloadable in PDF file already. Just check it in your file manager or download folder. And don't forget to review in our Facebook page, website, and in Google. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, now we go for our quiz session. To join our quiz session, first you have to go www.slido.com. Then you have to enter the code even, and the code is even. After short video, we will be back. In the meantime, don't forget to mention your friends to join our quiz session. So let's enjoy our quiz session. Welcome, welcome back again in our quiz session. To join our quiz session, first you have to go www.slido.com. Then you have to enter the code, and the code is even, EVEN, even. Don't forget to mention your friends to join our quiz session. Dear participant, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. First, you have to go www.slido.com and find today's quiz or scan this QR code for direct joining. And quiz code is even, EVEN even. Please join in slide with code, and code is even. We'll pick your name from Slido, so join with your full name, which will directly print on certificate, and top 10 will be awarded with quiz competition certificate. Already 46 people joined with us. They are still waiting for your joining. So please everyone join. To join our quiz session, first you have to go www.slido.com, then you have to enter the code, and the code is even. After 2 minutes later, we'll start our quiz session. So please join everyone. Dear participant, now let's start our quiz competition. First question is which of the following is not a type of permit required for engaging certain types of activities? Option 1 science, second option is product. And the correct answer is product, and 36% people are right. In the leaderboard, we can see the top one is Princess Angelica. Now I go for a second one question. Budgets are not important for financial planning and corporate. Option 1 true, second option is false. And the correct answer is false, and 95% people are right. Still, our top one is Princess Angelica. Then, in second position, we have Tagdis Khan. In third position, we have Jewel A. Barnasar. Now, go for our third one question. The question is the 10 to K for any publicly traded fund is option 1 unavailable to the public. Second option is made available by the Securities and Exchange Commission. And the correct answer is option 2, and 87% people are right. Move to the next question. The question is raising money for startup is option 1 not at all necessary. Second option is a balancing act. And the correct answer is and the correct answer is a balancing act, and 91% people are right. Move to the next question. The question is in startup firms that liability of newness causes option 1 competitiveness, second option failure. And the correct answer is failure, and 33% people are right. Move to the next question. Which of the following is not a red flag in a business plan? Option 1 a lack of sloppiness in any area. Second option founders with none of their own money at risk. And the correct answer is option 1, and 35% people are right. Move to the next question. The last slide in the 12 PowerPoint slide, investor investor presentation in the dash slide. Option 1 summary, second option financing sold. And the correct answer is summary. Move to the next question. In medicine, dash helps those involved in a dispute reach an agreement. Option 1 the president of the United States. Second option an impartial third party. The correct answer is option 2, and 56% people are right. Move to the next question. And the question is the ideal number of slides for a business plan presentation is 12. Option 1 true, or second option is false. And the correct answer is true, and 83% people are right. And the final question is which of the following is not an item included in a founder's agreement? Option 1 apportionment of apportionment of stock, and second option how profits will be how profits will be made. The correct answer is option 2, and 38% people are right. Congratulations, Ma. Teresa Siwasi is our top one. Then in second position we have Dari May. In third position we have Thagdis Khan. In fourth position we have Lia. In fifth position Inilita Koinividiniova. Congratulations, our top 10 quiz competition winner. Congratulations to our webinar online quiz competition winners top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that we'll issue our online quiz competition certificate on our Facebook official page and group, and page and group name is Institute of Global Professional. Uh, at the end moment of our session, we can say properly feed your skill, never stop your learning cause Cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. Hope to see you in our next session. If you want to live a happy life, tie to goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end button, again wants to thanks IGP Knowledge Seekers for your active participation as always. See you in the next session. Till then, stay happy and blessed. Thank you everyone.